I want to ask you a few questions about your teachers. So here we go. First question. When it comes to proactively communicating with the parents at your school, are your teachers doing a good job? Pause. Let you think about that one for a moment. When it comes to proactive communication with the parents, are your teachers doing a good job? Okay. Next question. What kind of attitude do your teachers have towards the parents at your school? What kind of attitude do your teachers have about the parents at your school? Partners, opponents, adversaries, people to be avoided? What kind of attitude do your teachers have about the parents at your school? And then the last question, what would your school be like if your teachers built better relationships with the parents? What would your school be like if your teachers built better relationships with the parents? And so, for example, retention, parent satisfaction numbers on the annual survey, um, problems that don't make it to your desk because the effective relationships are being built at the teacher parent level and not everything is just immediately going to you as a leader. Well, let's face it, regardless of how you answered those questions, there's always room for improvement. And I can help you with that. I want to help you with that. And I'm going to help you. And then I'm going to help your teachers. And so I know what you're thinking. You're like, okay, I'm not sure how he's going to help me with this, much less how he's going to help my teachers. Well, it's all about a step by step framework for successfully partnering with private school parents. And then this is all in a course that I've built called Parent Academy, where I've taken 33 years of working with thousands of parents and built a framework for you to follow. And then after I teach you in 4 modules, then I'm going to teach your teachers. And the way that I'm going to teach your teachers, well, let's talk about these modules for just a moment. So, module 1, understand your parents. Module 2, teach your teachers the 5 C's. Module 4, use advanced strategies on outliers. So, outliers are like the 5%ers, the teacher parent, the influential parent. And then there's going to be a part 1 and a part 2 of teacher PDs. And I made 2 45-minute webinars. I also have a PDF that is a 27-page workbook that you can print out on the copy machine, 3-hole punch it, and put it into a dollar store binder. And they've got their workbook. And then we're going to learn, I'm going to teach, and they're going to learn these strategies that will help them build better relationships with the parents at your school. And so, just taking a quick look at the first PD, why so emotional? We're going to talk about Hopes and Fears, that great book by Robert Evans and Michael Thompson, how teachers have hopes and fears, parents have hopes and fears, and then there's a collision of those in our private schools. And if your teachers can understand why parents are so emotional, there might be a little more empathy, a little more of a partnership there. And then the child in the chair. The child in the chair is the only thing that is big enough and strong enough for your teachers to change their mindset about working with the parents at your school. And then the wall of mutual distrust. I'm going to teach your teachers about that. There's a wall where the teacher has put some bricks in, their negativity about parents, and then the parent has put some bricks in regarding their negativity about teachers, administrators, and then we have this wall that's built, and it's a wall of mutual distrust. And it is the teacher's responsibility, the teachers at your school, to take down bricks off that wall, even if the parent doesn't take down a single brick. And I'm going to teach them that. And then I'm going to teach them the 5 C's of effective communication. And then when we get into the second PD, it's going to be all about active listening in the midst of a listening crisis. And active listening is rare, and rare things are remembered. And then I'm going to teach them how to acknowledge the parent concerns and validate their feelings. Also, about the narrative void. Whenever a narrative void exists, it will always be filled. And we want it to be filled by our teachers And we're going to talk about how to do that through proactive communication, surprise and delight, all the communication expectations that they could fill or that they could do things on their own to reach out and to build and strengthen those relationships. And then I'm going to teach them how to have better meetings and then finish up with some quick tips, especially around emailing parents. And so, Parent Academy, it exists to help you as a private school leader go from feeling anxious and stressed and overwhelmed and having parents live rent free in your head 24/7. You're going to go from that to feeling calm and confident when you work with parents. And on top of that, then after I teach you, then we're going to teach the teachers in the webinars, part one, part two, however you want to do it, at a PD day in August, a PD day partway through the year. It could even be used in future years for onboarding when a new teacher comes into your school. So this is Parent Academy, and I've created it using 33 years of all of my experience and then putting into 4 modules for you and 2 PDs for your teachers. So I'm excited to get to work, and I hope to see you inside the course.